How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Lauren, have you heard about the newest self-care trend, fibre maxing?
No, tell me.
Well, everyone's talking about it at the moment because it's flipping the script on food hacks. Instead of focusing on what to cut out, it's about what to add in. More plants, more texture, more variety.
That's what you get with today's sponsor, Daily 30 by Zoe. Every scoop of Daily 30 has 5 grams of fibre from over 30 plants. It's created by Zoe's scientists to help you get more fibre and plant diversity. No extra prep required.
It's one of the simplest ways you can fibre max any meal. I'm adding it to my favourite dish, which is a miso cod and mixed greens tray bake.
And I love it with a green tahini chicken salad dish, but you can add it to anything. Pasta dishes with vegetables on top of yogurt or with eggs. It tastes great and it fits in easily to a busy routine.
So if you've been meaning to give it a go, now is the time. Head to zoe.com/daily30 and use the code selfcare10 for 10% off. Plus, you'll get a free bright yellow Zoe tin and a magnetic scoop.
That's selfcare10 at zoe.com/daily30.
This episode is sponsored by Zoe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishcon, and welcome to today's show, which is our monthly wellness roundup, bringing all the goings on in the wellness world. Books, telly, podcasts.
That's not really the wellness world. It's just our version of wellness, isn't it?
Well,
the wellness world is like what fancy spa has just opened up and what kind of new tropic has come on the market. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
I don't either.
And what
your
new
wellness
product
voice?
is going to de-age you. Like, that's the wellness world as we know
our
it.
version.
No, that's what I'm saying. But as we, like, I'm just like, we've done this a long time, and what we have decided is the wellness world and what the wellness world is are two different things.
It's our own universe, like the Marvel universe, but it's our own.
You know, I've never seen a Marvel movie.
I have never not seen a Marvel movie.
Well, it's like Disney for me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to do like more, it's more pop culture.
I guess. It's just what we find
Well, are
interesting
you
and
actually
amusing, isn't it?
Doing anything for your wellness?
I was actually thinking about that last night.
Were you? Thinking
Yeah.
about doing something for your wellness?
Well, thinking,
Thinking,
am I
anything?
doing anything for my wellness? I mean, not any more than usual. Not really, no. Are you doing anything special and new for your wellness?
No, I've actually stopped taking my supplements. That's not good. And I did actually Google last night creatine
Oh, yeah.
because it is
The popular.
all over my socials.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah.
And then even in the gym the other day, my gym friend said to me, she said, I've started taking creatine. That's it. I've just taken the plunge and I'm taking it.
Because remember,
It's
when
everywhere.
I remember when I bought it accidentally for Zach, and I thought I'd bought him protein powder,
Yeah.
and he went mad.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You can't take this. This is like for the weird bodybuilder people. I'm not taking this. I need protein powder." And then you see all over social media all these people saying, "Women in middle age, they should be taking creatine."
Yeah.
I don't really know enough about it, and I don't think I need to be taking
It's
that.
for performance and muscle recovery.
Okay, definitely not for me.
So I think that's mainly what it's for.
Right. You going to take it?
Well, I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. But the thing is that all these supplements keep popping up, don't they?
Yeah.
And you could, I
You
mean,
could
I
take
get drawn
27.
in for 20 seconds. I could get drawn into all of it. And
Yeah.
like, oh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, I want to feel like this and I want to feel like that. And then you sort of step back a bit and you're like, okay, you actually feel okay. Like, you've got a good diet, chill out.
Yeah. Although the ashwagandha still rating that.
Are you still taking it?
Yeah, really like it. I really like it.
The magnesium is great. Actually, I haven't taken it in a while.
Oh, well, maybe you haven't needed to.
Yeah, and I have been sleeping really well.
There you go.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm doing for my self-care. I shall tell you now, which is really helping me with the deep sleep. I am falling asleep to hypnosis every night.
Oh, like a podcast or like a
Yeah.
recording or
Well, same
no, I
thing.
mean like a person who you know, like a hypnotherapist.
No, just generic hypnosis. Like
Right.
go on Spotify,
Yeah.
type in hypnosis, and there's a guy who's got the weirdest voice. The weirdest voice. He like says, I can't even do the impression of him, but for some reason, I just he's very hypnotic, and he gets me into a real trance like state very quickly. I'm really into it. And he's got a whole host of different subjects. It's like whatever subject I fancy, like, you know, it could be for self-confidence, or it could be for like grinding your teeth, or for self-love, or for like power pitching. He's got like literally anything and everything.
We'll share the name of it for those who might want to listen
Oh, that's a good idea.
rather than keeping it to yourself.
And I did a free trial.
Yeah.
But that's run out now. But he does offer quite a few free hypnosis on there. He is called, hold on. Oh, Joseph Clough.
Klau?
No. Clough.
Okay.
Joseph Clough.
Or could be Cloch. How does he pronounce it?
I don't know. He pronounced everything really weirdly. I just told you.
Okay. Where's he from?
Because he'll say like, breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. And he says
Where
things
is
like
he
that.
from? Where is he from? His
I think he's English.
His
But
not-
then there's just certain words that he just pronounces in a really odd way.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, I like it. It's really, I feel much lighter.
So do you just look under his name? Or does his podcast have a name?
Joseph Clough, whatever. Yeah, just Google it on
Okay.
Spotify
Oh,
or,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
That is what I'm doing.
Nice.
And I actually think it's really helping my mood because I'm
Okay.
sleeping very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Zach was giving his brother a whole lecture last night about the importance of sleep. He's like, sleep is your greatest superpower. I mean, this kid takes himself up at 10 p.m. and he goes to sleep.
Of course he does, because he's an athlete. He understands the importance of rest.
Really gets it. And he always says to Max, like, this whole pulling all-nighters and staying up till 4 a.m. He's like, you know, it's so bad for you. It's so bad for everything. Sleep is the best thing. He's like, I've got this new military sleep way to get to sleep taught by the military, and I do it, and I'm asleep in about 40 seconds.
Come on.
Oh, okay. So he said you lie flat on your back.
Yeah.
You relax every single part of your body at the same time. You just let everything go.
Yeah.
And then you breathe in very slowly through your nose and out through your mouth. And he said he doesn't even make it past a minute. He's out, gone. That's it.
You see, the simplest of things are the most always, and still always will be, the most powerful
Yeah.
and the most effective.
Yeah.
Like breathing.
Yeah. And
Like-
going to bed at a sensible time.
Yeah. Relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's this woman that Nicole and I have been following. Her name's Melanie Sanders. I don't know if any of you have come across her, but she started this thing on TikTok called the We Do Not Care Club. And it has now made it into the New York Times.
I cannot believe. I mean, this is amazing
It's
for her.
hit something in millions of women, and they are just responding to it so brilliantly. So she's just hit 1 million followers on TikTok, and she said that the interest in her page has made her feel less alone and more in control. She's a 45-year-old mother of 3 and a social media influencer in West Palm Beach, and she has gained this huge following for celebrating women of a certain age who've stopped trying to please everyone. And thousands of women are responding to her call to share what they no longer care about. And they're all now members of her We Do Not Care Club, which we love. We love her, right? She said that she has spent decades caring for others, caring what other people think of her, fixating on whether her sons ate all their vegetables or applying makeup before leaving the house. Now, she says, it just feels liberating to free my mind from caring so much about things that don't matter. The idea isn't to stop caring about everything. Instead, it's more about taking the pressure off when it comes to things that don't matter, like maintaining a spotless house, and instead prioritizing what she needs to feel her best at this stage. Nothing is mandatory from this point but survival,
Oh.
she said. Love
And
it.
you know, and also I want to add to that at this particular stage of life and age, survival takes a lot more effort than it used to.
And just looking vaguely okay.
Yeah.
much more effort.
Yeah.
You know how when you were 22, you just wake up, or even not wake up, come home from wherever and just looked good. Now it just takes a lot of work.
My daughter, she went out yesterday. She popped over to her boyfriend. She came back. It is boiling. We're having a heat wave, right? So she's in shorts. She's in an old T-shirt that was like she's cut at the neck and it's just like slouched over her shoulder. Her hair was in a really messy bun and she was so hot and bothered. And I opened the front door. She's like, oh, I'm so hot. And I just thought, you look just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
It's youth.
Young, fresh. Even though you're hot and bothered and just want to jump in the shower, you just look great.
It's youth.
Youth.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah.
You know what else I love about Melanie? She said that her inbox now, obviously, because she's become so popular, is full of inquiries of all these partnerships. Like people want to pay her to basically do more. And she said, I will only post videos once or twice a week because I want to make time for my own health, my own family commitments, and be at my son's basketball games. And she said, as she described her boundaries in a video interview, she gestured to her unmade bed and the clothes in her bedroom. And she said that she's experiencing perimenopausal related insomnia and she only slept 3 hours the night before. And she said, I just can't care about the other things, plain and simple. Get it? We get it, Melanie. We hear you.
I feel like I hear it a little bit more than you do.
Well, I would never have my bed unmade or have clothes strewn around my bedroom, but then I don't have perimenopause-related insomnia, so I am able to.
But even if you did,
I'd probably make my bed first, then deal with the insomnia later.
You see, I have.
I still do care. That's the thing.
What do you care about?
Everything. Yeah. I love the theory of the We Do Not Care Club, but I do care about everything, including the small things.
Let's do a little exercise because women go on their social media, as you just said, and they talk about, they're part of the We Do Not Care Club. And they say, right, this is the list of things that we do not care about.
This week, yeah.
Let's do it now.
Well, I care about all of them. I watched one this morning. And
but tell me what you don't care about.
I couldn't come up with anything because hers was like, people send it in and it was like, I do not care if my toenails are not painted.
Oh, I do care about
that.
that.
Right. I do care. I do not care if I'm not wearing a bra. Okay, I'm actually not wearing a bra today. And I
okay, there you go. There's your first one.
And I don't care.
You've never cared?
No, I've actually never cared about not wearing a bra. Or knickers sometimes. I'm actually not that big on underwear generally. So I only put knickers on to come to the studio. I wasn't even wearing them before I left the house today. It's good to air the nun. I'm just saying, it's very good. It's very good for it.
Whatever happens, we always come back to vaginas.
Well, it's the source of life, isn't it?
It is the source of life.
So, what else?
It doesn't always have to be the source of our conversation, though, does it?
No, but it seems to be.
What do we not care about?
I mean, I care about everything.
I know. I wish I didn't care about like my grey hair.
Oh no, really? You wish you didn't care about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't care about it.
Listen, if you didn't care about all of this stuff, life would be much simpler.
Would it?
Yeah, you'd have more money and more time. If you weren't getting your nails done or dyeing your hair or worrying about makeup or worrying about your eyebrows.
I like that. I enjoy like the beautifying of myself. I've always enjoyed it. I've always taken pleasure in making myself look nice and feel nice. It makes me feel nice.
But I think that's part of self-esteem and self-worth, isn't it?
It is for me. It's definitely intrinsically linked to my self-esteem.
Because sometimes you see...
But that doesn't necessarily mean... I remember I used to coach this woman and she was a real academic. And she was always taught that if you invest your time or even your thoughts in what you look like, going to the hairdressers, getting your nails done, shopping, that it was vacuous and it meant that you weren't smart. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just talking about like a core, stripping it right back. Yeah. And actually, we did quite a bit of work together on it, obviously. And the fact that she was even drawn to me as a coach was interesting in itself.
Yeah.
And we did quite a lot of work on it. And then eventually she said, I realised that it's just fun. It can be fun and it doesn't make me any less smart or any less interesting because I want to take care of how I look.
Mm. It's funny that, isn't it? Because you think about like Mary Beard and all of those very clever academic women who are out there and they do often have grey hair and glasses and they're not wearing makeup.
Well, they're not investing their time and their thought process in...
Their brains are so huge. They're investing in the academic world, which is great.
But the two can coexist.
Can they? What would Jermaine Greer say about that? I don't know.
The two can coexist.
Because they would probably argue that you're beautifying yourself for the male gaze.
I would argue that I think we do it more for the female gaze than the male gaze. I'm much more interested in if I turn up for dinner and you tell me, oh, I like your dress, or your husband says, oh, I like your dress. I'm much more interested in what you think.
I also think it's conditioning. You know, my grandmothers were extremely glamorous. My mum is always extremely put together, like totally put together. And I think that kind of just
Rubs off.
it was just osmosis. It just filtered in. But if that's not kind of your upbringing, your family, how the women around you look and present themselves, then why would you go that way? You know, I don't know. It's very personal, isn't it?
Look, I was in the hair and beauty business for so many years. So to me, it is just so linked to who I am.
Yeah.
Part of what I look like. What you call that vacuous, call it what you want. But I made a very good career out of it.
Yeah.
And I also made a lot of other women feel a lot better about themselves because I made them look better.
Yeah.
So I think there is nobody, and I learnt this in the very early years of hairdressing, there is no one on this planet, not one single human being that wants to actively look worse.
No.
Everybody always wants to look better. They do. Whether they admit it or not. If I said to any human being, do you want to look better, the same or worse, every single person's going to say better.
Yeah.
It's part of the human conditioning.
Yeah. I think so.
It's interesting.
It is. So I love the concept of the not caring and I love the liberation of it and I love all of that, but I'm not there yet. I still care too much.
But there's things that you can let go of.
A few. I don't, but I could.
I'm thinking what I would be willing to let go of, what I care less about. I care less about people's opinions of me. I care a lot less about that.
That's a kind of natural thing though once you're past 40, isn't it?
I don't
care a
think
little
so.
less about people pleasing. I'm better at that now.
I don't think so. A lot of my friends are still very hooked into that.
Are they? I feel like at 40 you care a lot less about
It's
that.
not like you turn 40 and somebody says to you, right, you don't have to care now. And you're like, okay, that's not a global thing.
I think it is a global thing. I think of most people over 40, they're like, they just care less.
No, I don't see that happening.
It definitely happened for me. There's more wellness news. Don't know if you've heard this, but Kate Moss's brand Cosmos, the party is over. It is ending.
What are the Tears of Chios going to do about that? Was it Tears of Chios?
Yeah.
Mythical Tears of Chios was an ingredient in one of her face serums.
Well, less than 3 years since Cosmos has launched, with Kate Moss diving naked into a pond to promote it, the company has gone into liquidation.
See, look, even if Kate Moss can't do it.
No. For the brand's debut, the supermodel was filmed for Vogue, ingesting drops of her 84-pound golden nectar, which was an oil with CBD in it. She also turned up at Harrods, where the brand was stocked exclusively in a fabulous maxi dress with a huge crystal round her neck, and then detailed her morning and evening rituals, in inverted commas, offering herbal tea for dawn and dusk, £20 for 20 tea bags.
£1 per tea bag.
A £95 moisturiser and an aura cleansing sacred mist eau de parfum, £125.
I've actually got one at home. I've still got that vampire spray.
Yeah. Her self-funded softcore spirituality Paltrow Pivot came with declarations of cold water swimming, daily meditation, Deepak Chopra name drops, moonbathing and yoga.
AKA COVID and she can't be modelling.
But the thing is, for Cocaine Kate, as she was known in the 90s, no one was buying it.
Because who's going to buy mist of £125 to clean your aura? I mean, you've got to be mad.
And the other problem was she had a complete lack of interest in her own brand. So she just wasn't bothering. Whereas,
because the world opened back up and she was able to model again.
Whereas Paltrow is doing topless cooking. She's on Instagram all the time. She's constantly like out there promoting Goop and her own brands and her own stuff. And she is really into it.
Killing it.
I don't think anyone felt that this was authentic. And so it's gone. And she's now turned to Zara to do a party capsule collection.
Well, that was a while ago.
That was last month. We were looking at it online. Do you
Feels like
remember?
a while ago. And there wasn't one thing I wanted to buy. Not one thing.
Didn't want the gold leather knicker / hot pants.
Well, I actually bought those, but, they're just for home.
They're just for the supermarket, right?
They wouldn't do them in my size.
They were ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous. Anyway, we've had some feedback. Want to hear?
Yeah.
Hi ladies, just listen to the body hair episode. Society, peer pressure and now social media has a lot to do with how body hair is perceived. I remember when I was around 11 or 12, a friend and I bought those sandpaper mitts. You put them on your hands and literally sanded your legs. They were supposed to sand off the hair. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I do. And it just sounds so wrong now.
Didn't work at all, just left your legs very red and sore. The amount of products available these days for hair removal is astounding. I shave my legs, arms and definitely ensure that I have a tidy lady garden. I am very conscious as I swim and I go to the gym, and there's no way I would want anyone seeing a hairy pit or a hairy bush escaping out my swimsuit or my singlet top. Yes, it's up to the individual whether we let our body hair grow or remove it, but I feel there is a real stigma around women and body hair. There shouldn't be, but there is.
There is.
Men don't feel the same pressure as females with the grooming, the regrowth, the wrinkles. Great episode as usual. Thanks ladies. Yasmin.
I completely agree with her
Yeah.
on all of that. And that was a really interesting episode. I really didn't want to record it, did I? I was
No.
like, oh, it's so boring. Who wants to talk about body hair? But actually, it was really interesting. You were right. And I was completely wrong.
It is interesting. It's a big feminist topic.
Yeah.
Massive.
See, we still care about our body hair.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely do care about that. That's like basic.
Yeah.
Helen said, thank you for another great episode of Self Care Club today. I didn't realise that I was actually feeling disappointed by a friend's behaviour, and I thought
This
I was
is the episode. She's talking about the disappointment episode.
Yeah. I thought I was just being oversensitive and irrational. These episodes really helped me to unpick my emotions.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then someone else said, hello, my favourite podcast ladies, referring to your latest self-care pods, Beachbody Ready. This was about how to have an imperfect summer.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't worn a bikini since before COVID. This year, we finally went on our dream holiday, 3 weeks in Turks and Caicos with some close friends. Leading up to it, my anxiety was sky high. I was so worried about what my friends would think of my body and how much weight I've gained in the last 6 years. I went to Next to try on some bikinis, still holding on to the idea I should fit into a size 8 to 10 because that's what I used to be. I resisted even looking at bigger sizes, telling myself I am a small and that is it. But this time I decided to try a size 12. And you know what? It looked amazing on me. I think when you start accepting your body, you will start living an amazing and free life.
Yes. Oh, yes.
P.S. Love both podcasts and been listening to you for the last 2 years. Also, my husband's auntie has a villa in Turks. If you want to go on holiday there, let me know.
Yes, please. Yes, we definitely want to go on holiday in Turks and Caicos. Just the two of us, though.
Yeah. We're not taking any on.
Not to sound weird, but nobody else is invited.
No one else.
I mean,
is
you don't
invited.
even have to talk to me. I don't care.
I'll talk to you. I'll do some reading.
No, but sometimes you get very chatty. You know, sometimes
Oh,
you're like,
you're saying you don't want me to talk to you. I see. Okay. That's all right. I'll have my private quiet reading time. I'll leave you alone.
yeah, that's fine.
Are you sure you don't just want to go on your own?
I would love to go on my own.
Would you?
I really would. Not for 3 weeks. I could definitely do 10 days. Could I do 10 days on my own?
Alone in a villa? I think you'd go a bit nuts.
I think I'd be perfectly happy for like a week. Just watch my programs in the evening. I would be so happy. Sunbathe in the day, read. I'd be very happy.
Okay, Nicole wants to go. I'm not invited.
If there's a gym there, I'd be fine.
She doesn't specify.
Well, there must be a gym nearby.
I'm sure. I don't know how many gyms there are in Turks and Caicos, but I'm sure they must have them.
Of
Surely.
course they have
Surely.
them. Or I'll have to take a kettlebell with me.
Okay, that would be very heavy in the luggage. Just saying.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing anyone or doing anything, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true. You can just literally pack a bikini
Yeah.
and some weights.
Yeah,
Yeah. You could even wear the bikini under your travel clothes and not take any clothes at all.
just take weights.
Yeah, just take the weight.
I could just take the weights, yeah.
That would be really weird.
Yeah, or I'm sure they have shops in Turks and Caicos. I could go and buy some.
Yeah, you could. You could. Okay. This sounds like a great holiday for you. Naked with weights. Alone in a villa for a week.
Come
Fun.
home ripped.
Fun. What are your podcast recommendations for the summer? Have you got any?
I am struggling with podcasts.
Are you?
I just think like my concentration levels are off. So I'm finding it very hard to focus. I did get recommended to a true crime one called Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I've listened. I can't even get past the first episode, but that's not because of the show. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm not really listening to anything.
I've got two you might like.
Cool.
Pete Wicks has got a new one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Pete Wicks.
Yeah, I know you are.
He's got a new one called Man Made. He sits down with friends across the entertainment industry who are modern role models and asks, what do you think makes a good man and what makes a bad man and what are the defining qualities of the men who inspire them? There's also women on the show, by the way. But I just like him.
He had Olivia. What's
I know
the doodle
who you
on?
mean. Atwood.
Well done.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, he had her on. I just saw it advertised on Apple. And also there's one that I do want to listen to with Vanessa Feltz and her daughter Saskia.
Oh, yeah.
They've started one called Help My Kids Anxious Now or something like that. It's
Right.
about parenting.
Oh, okay.
And I really like Vanessa Feltz. I really do. And her daughter is a child psychotherapist.
That's right.
So they do it, I think, in a very sort of manageable, consumable way.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it though.
There's another one called Camp Shame.
Oh,
Have you
yes,
heard about
I started
Camp Shame?
listening to it.
So did I. So it's about it's called Camp Shame, but it's about Camp Shane, which was one of America's longest running weight loss camps for kids. And it promised extraordinary results, and campers who began the summer in heavy bodies were unrecognizable when they left. It's an 8-episode series investigating stories of mistreatment and re-examining the culture of fat phobia that enabled a flawed system to continue for so long. So they've got a lot of the kids who were at this camp from the last 50 years.
How much have you listened to?
I've listened to one episode.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Again,
It's interesting.
That
It's an
might be
interest-
my concentration levels.
Yeah. It's an interesting premise.
I really need like a bingeable podcast.
Okay. If you've got any clubbers,
So
let us know.
clubbers, let us know what you're listening
Yeah.
to.
What's your products of the month? Got any? What are you using?
Can I tell you what I am using a lot of?
Please.
And you're going to like roll your eyes, but actually I think it is working.
Go
You know,
on.
I've had this tennis elbow.
Yeah.
And it's been a nightmare.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a nightmare, but I have not been able to play
Yeah,
paddle properly.
yeah.
And every time I play, I'm in agony
Yeah.
and to the point where I can't lift up a toothbrush. Like it's been a nightmare. Hasn't been a nightmare. Anyway.
Make your mind up.
Anyway, I bought an ice sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Just so you know, there is something called an ice sleeve. You can use it for your knee or your...
Do you put it in the freezer?
You put it in the freezer and then I just put it on my arm for
Okay.
like 5 minutes.
Right.
And it, you know...
Sounds good.
It's great.
Yeah.
So there's that. And also, we got gifted, and we have mentioned this on the show a number of times, we got gifted last year the Lima laser.
Oh, yeah.
I have been using it on my elbow.
Have you?
I have.
And?
My elbow is a lot better.
Interesting.
Now, it could be because
it doesn't work on the face.
I think it does work on the face.
don't.
Yeah, but you have to use it.
I know, but I did use it religiously for a month. And when I say I saw no difference, I saw no difference. I certainly didn't see £2,500 worth of difference.
No, you have to use it for longer than a month.
Wow.
Sorry, you do. Right. You can't take Lauren's word for it because she didn't use it properly. I am telling you, I definitely see a difference when I stop using it on my face.
Okay.
I definitely look more tired. It definitely brightens my skin. Definitely. I think since I've been using it, I haven't been having Botox. I haven't really been thinking about having Botox. So there's that, but that might be coincidence. And since I have been using it on my elbow, it is really, really starting to feel a lot better. And look, I've been doing a lot of physio on it. I have. And the ice sleeve and everything else. So it could just be all the stuff together. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay. It's out there now.
It's out there. What are you using?
I got sent a makeup range by Lottie Tomlinson called Adored By. I actually gave it to my son's girlfriend, who's 19, because I think it is a lovely range for the younger woman. It's a lot of like contour sticks and very
Ooh.
highly pigmented blushes and like an eyeshadow stack. She really liked it.
Does she?
Yeah. She said it was good. It was very blendable. She liked the packaging. It's kind of like very white, clean, aesthetic look. And it's kind of a mid price point. I think the blusher's about £16.
Okay.
But there's quite a lot of product
Blusher.
in there. Yeah, it's like a twist up stick. So she reviewed it for me.
Okay, great.
And I have been using, it's very boring, but I think it is great. It is the number 7 Protect and Protect and Perfect. You know, we love the number 7, Protect and Perfect. Intense Advanced BB Facial Sun Protection SPF 50. So it's basically it's a tinted moisturiser with
SPF. In it. I think that's great.
It's 14 quid.
I would love number 7 to
send us some product.
to sponsor us.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love them to be a long-term sponsor.
I'm into it.
Love number 7.
I do too.
In fact, as the time goes on, I've got more number 7 than I have anything else. I use their under-eye concealer. I use their
do too.
concealer. I use their bronzer.
Yep. We've got into it.
I use their mascara thing. Like, everything that I use from theirs, I really like.
Yeah.
And I always buy again. It's
Yeah.
a great range.
It really is. But this is such a nice tinted moisturiser. And I've spent so much money in the past on like Bobbi Brown one or a Chanel one, like really, really high-end ones at like 40, 50 quid. This is £14. Honestly, it does the same job. You get like a little bit of coverage. It covers imperfections. You've got factor 50 on your face. It's really nice.
I might buy this.
Give it a go. I use medium. Which is quite dark, so I only wear it in the summer.
TV, what's going on?
Oh my god, so much!
I've gotten myself completely lost in Parenthood, which is on Netflix. I think it was like 2009,
Yeah,
maybe 2011. Like, it's old.
yeah,
And it's 6 series.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like
like
Brothers and Sisters. And it's about a big family and just all the comings and goings. And I'm on season 3. I've fallen totally in love with it. I just never want it to end.
okay.
I love it.
I haven't
It's
watched
so
that.
wholesome and easy to watch and funny and sad and touching, and it's all the things.
Okay. You said also you were watching something with Kate Hudson. Running Point? No,
Yeah,
not loving it.
I was hoping it was going to be like a Ted Lasso
Yeah.
for basketball.
Okay.
It's not.
I'm already out. It's not for me.
Well, I haven't even given you the premise.
Basketball, I don't know. Just know. I never watched Ted Lasso. I know I'm like the only person in Britain who didn't, but I didn't watch it. I didn't like it. I watched one.
How can you know? If you
I
didn't
watched
watch it?
one and then I was like, no.
Oh, Ted Lasso was wondrous. It was like in a Schitt's Creek way. It was just like a hug on your heart, Ted Lasso. It was wonderful.
I should probably try it
Oh,
again.
but the thing is with Schitt's Creek is you have to watch quite a few to get into
Yeah,
it, to
yeah,
fall in
yeah.
love with the characters.
Yes.
It's a bit like that.
Yes, you did. with Schitt's Creek.
And you just fall head over heels in love with all of them. And also, this Running Point, it's about a basketball team, and it's about the family that own this basketball team. And it's a comedy. And Adam keeps saying, I wish there was just some sort of seriousness about the sport. Like maybe at the end, in Ted Lasso, you get quite into the football and where they're coming in the league and if they're winning games and you're invested in the actual team. Like you're not with this. It's just a bit stupid.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've been watching We Were Liars on Amazon, which is a kind of dark whodunit.
Okay.
Set on a very, very fancy island in New England, very, very rich family. And it's all about the grandparents, the parents, the kids. It's good. It's good. And also The Bear season
I've
4.
never watched The Bear.
You see, that to me, unreal. Season 3, not that good. But seasons 1 and 2, sometimes in some episodes, you just don't breathe because it's so...
But I don't really want to
full
watch
on.
that on my own, and Adam's watched it.
It's well stressful. I watched it on my own.
I don't need stress. I just don't need it.
It's stressful.
Like Parenthood is not stressful. It is wholesome and wonderful.
It's very full on in a very stressy way.
I don't need
But
it.
I love
I
The
just
Bear.
don't, it gives me anxiety even thinking about it. I don't need it.
It's stressful. And also, Lena Dunham, who wrote Girls, has written a new show called Too Much, which is out on Netflix on the 10th of July. It's about an American girl who moves to London to find herself, and she meets a young musician, and it's what goes on there. But she's a brilliant writer and her stuff is good. So I have high hopes for that.
She is a
And
brilliant
the
writer.
girl who stars in it, I don't know if this will make any sense to you, is the girl from Hacks who co-owns the agency.
Oh,
You know who
what's
I mean?
her name?
I don't-
Skylar.
Skylar.
No,
from...
Kyla.
Kyla?
Kayla.
Her from Hacks. She plays the
I
main
love
character.
her.
Yeah.
Does she play a similar character though?
Ish. Anyway, it looks fun.
Okay.
It looks really fun.
Okay. I'm so upset Hacks is finished.
I know Hacks was
It wasn't a
fabulous.
brilliant- it wasn't a
It wasn't
brilliant
the best
series.
series, but I just love the characters.
there's loads of books you've got here, which is great because we need our summer reads, and you're never going to get them from me, clubbers.
Well, you're getting them from me.
Come on, what am I reading on holiday?
I have just finished. I know this one isn't for you, but there are some clubbers who will like it. A book called The Language of Food by Annabelle Abbs. It is about a real woman called Eliza Acton who became one of the world's most successful food writers. She wrote one of the world's first cookbooks in the 1800s.
Okay.
And it's the story of that because it was if you were a woman in society, you would never be in the kitchen. That was very lowbrow.
Okay.
But she had a huge, keen interest in food, and she wasn't married, so it was quite scandalous what she did. But anyway, it's a great book.
Okay.
These are my summer reads. This
Okay.
is what I'm going to read on holiday this summer.
You haven't read them yet?
No, but this is what I've got to take with me. The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. So Holly Gramazio is a video game designer, and her book is a satire on Tinder generation's commitment issues. It's very clever. It's her debut novel, and it's about a 30-something called Lauren who returns home drunk from a hen do to discover that her flat has a magical attic that generates a revolving door of husbands.
God, no.
When she tires
I couldn't think of
wait
anything
for
worse.
it.
A revolving door of husbands.
When she tires of one husband, she can summon another as long as she can coax the rejected one into the attic.
Actually sounds quite fun.
Sounds great.
You know that Curtis Sittenfeld
Yes.
has a new book out?
Yes.
What is it
It's
called?
a series of short stories.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, which is why I haven't jumped on it. Although I will get it. But it's not a novel, it's a series of short stories. But it's supposed to be
But
fantastic.
are there any other books?
Her books?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's written a lot of other books.
a lot. And they're all amazing. I've read all of them.
Have you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do that this summer.
Yeah, her books are brilliant. I
Are
think
they all as good
there's one
as...
called Sisters, which I loved. And there's one set in a college, which I think was her first one, an American college, which was amazing as well. Yeah, her books are great.
the one that I read last summer, what was it called?
Romantic comedy.
Oh,
So good.
clubbers, if you have not read that, you are fucking welcome. Because
Yeah,
it is
so-
just
it was
the most
so
glorious read.
Perfect holiday book.
I read
wasn't
it in like a day and a half.
Yeah.
I
It was amazing.
could not get up
Yeah.
from that sunbed.
Yeah. Gunk by Saba Sams. It's apparently the novel to be seen with on the beach this summer. It's written by a 29-year-old British woman and mother of 3. It's a tale of unconventional parenthood and the fuzzy lines between friends and lover, set around a grotty Brighton nightclub called Gunk. It follows 30-something Jules as she navigates working with her loser ex-husband Leon and the new enigmatic barmaid Nim. And my other one is The Safe Keep by Yael van der Wooden. It's a twisty novel about forbidden love and the heavy burden of history. It's just won the Women's Prize for Fiction.
Oh,
It's
wow.
about a woman called Isabel who lives alone in her dead mother's house in 1960s Holland, and her very quiet and controlled life is interrupted by Eva, her brother's girlfriend, who comes to stay for a month and disrupts everything. And there is a very amazing twist halfway through the book. So those
sounds
are my
fun.
summer reads. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
You're
you.
set for summer now, clubbers.
Yeah, you are. You got your SPF, you got your books. What more could you ask
Got
for?
your telly recommendations if it rains.
We haven't even talked about Sirens.
Loved Sirens. We did actually talk about it in June's show, but it hadn't come out yet. I really enjoyed it. Did you?
I did actually. I mean, it's very easy to watch.
Very.
And it's very easy on the eye.
Yeah.
And can we just discuss how good Kevin Bacon looks?
He looks great.
Like, that is a man who is aging like a fine wine.
He really is.
He really is. You can
is.
see he gets a lot of sleep. You can see.
And he doesn't look weird or puffy or
He
filled
looks
or
like
Botox.
an older Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Handsome. He's in shape.
Slim.
Got all his hair.
Yeah.
He's so charismatic, Kevin Bacon. I
He
love
was really
Kevin
he was
Bacon.
really good in that.
He really
good.
was, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
It was a good show.
Julianne Moore
Yeah.
was great in it. And I do love Julianne Moore.
I love her.
But you know who I would have loved to have seen in that?
Nicole Kidman.
Surely it was Nicole Kidman's
Well, it was
part.
obviously between the two of them, but Nicole Kidman seems to only play that character now. And she's just done, what was the stupid one when they were all dancing on the beach?
Perfect Couple.
Perfect Couple. And then she's also done whatever it is that I'm watching now, 9 Perfect Strangers series 2. She's the same
Sort of
woman.
Lady of the Manor.
Over and over and over again. Yeah.
Well, she is and she isn't. Don't you think she would have been perfect in that?
Yeah. I think to me, they're sometimes interchangeable.
No, they're not. They're very different. And I love them both.
It was two perfect couple, though, if it was her, you know?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Good show. Very good show. if
Very
you've watched
easy
it.
to watch.
Oh, God, yeah, very. That's it.
That's it.
We're wrapping it up.
No, but we'll be back.
Oh, we'll be back.
Don't worry.
I just mean today.
We're just wrapping it up for today, but we are taking August off.
We are.
Because
Because hashtag self-care, right?
well, yeah, we always get a bit burnt out at this time of the year, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it's not like our job could not be more fun. Someone actually came up to me at Paddle the other day and said, I mean, your job. I'm like, I know. They're like, don't you just love your job? I'm like, I love my job. Yeah.
But even people who love their job need a rest and a break. So we're taking one.
Yeah.
We're setting the example.
And we're going to come back bigger and better than ever in September, which is what we always like to do, don't we?
We've got some very good shows planned.
We really have. We've
Yeah.
got a great autumn coming up
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, we do.
We will be back next week, though.
We will.
So tune in for that. And make sure that you invest in your self-care. Put on your SPF. It's very hot outside. And we'll be back next week.
Bye.